So as the smoke clears and the fog settles, it seems it's time for people to come out. Well, you know, it's no big surprise. I called it 2 weeks ago. He'd return, and he did. Anyways, get up this morning, my Facebook is blown up. Celtic Fury is broadcasting again over on VapeNet. And, you know, with everything that's gone on in the past couple weeks, I mean, this first came out, was turned into what was apparently a network versus network war, which it never was. It was me asking somebody on one network why the bias, why call out Big Mex and not call out your own, and it just blew up from there. I mean, everybody knows the whole story on it and everything. I stood my ground and said what I needed to say. And he quit, which was good. Then we move on, and two networks unite. 3 networks unite, actually. Kicking Ash helps unite Nova and Southern Vapors after the past week. Anybody see that coming? I don't think so. I didn't see it coming, but I was glad it happened. And we get done with it, and sure enough, Celtic comes back and starts broadcasting. Seriously though, is anybody surprised? Look at the way he left. Did he leave because it was the right thing to do? No. He left because of all the haters. That was the only way the drama was going to stop, was because of all the haters. I'm not a hater. I'm a person with morals, and am a person with a backbone, and I am a person with balls enough to speak out about it. I spoke out about it. I've said my piece. We're not going through this again. Period. Just because Celtic Fury decided to come back does not mean I'm going to go on some frickin' war path, because that's not what it was to begin with. It was to begin with to point out what was going on, and it was to have him leave Vapors TV, because in my honest opinion, the face of a person with that kind of crime that he admitted to doing, he admitted it in a court of law. That is not the face that we need to represent our community. And once I started this, I started getting contacted by so many people, victims of crimes like this. And I was confronted by one person, and I'm going to paraphrase here, they're not a victim, they're a survivor. Well, I applaud you personally for being able to move on with your life, to be able to get over it. But there are people out there that have not gotten over their experience. They are still victims. When they see the face of Celtic Fury on the screen, they have to relive the tragic moments that occurred in their life. They have to go through that. They shouldn't have to go through that. Like I said, Celtic Fury left because of all the haters, not because it was the right thing, not because he cared about what the viewers were saying, because the majority of the viewers were asking you to step down. The majority of the viewers, quite a few of them, are people who have been put through excruciating torment in the past, and your presence has brought that back to them. If we're going to do what's right for the vaping community, you need to listen to these people that have said it's too much for you to be there. It's too much on them. Have an ounce of compassion for them, not yourself. I know it's nice being in the spotlight. I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm not going to give you the spotlight. What I am going to do is continue to do what we had set out to do, which is become a strong vape community. There are going to be people that are going to be with us that are going to be strong. There are going to be people that are going to be with us that are going to have moral grounds to stand on. There are going to be networks that are not. I would love to be able to have all vaping networks united, but that's not going to happen. Plain and simple. As long as stuff like this happens, there's going to be a divide. As much as I don't want it. What can you expect from me? Nothing. I'm going to go on and do my show like I do every week. And I'll speak on behalf of Southern Vapors as a network in a whole. We are not going to feed this anymore. This is over. If VapeNet decided they want to pick you up, fine. The people that disagree with that need to stay out of VapeNet then. I have a good friend on VapeNet. I have one thing to ask you, brother. If it was your kids, seriously, think about it. If it were your kids. Yeah, like I said, we will offer the community a safe place to go when Celtic Fury broadcasts. If you do not want to see Celtic Fury, please go to one of the other networks. As long as he is a part of that network, I won't go into VapeNet. I'll be first one to admit I don't frequent other networks very often. I ghost them a lot of times. I will not even allow my number to appear up on that screen as long as he is there. That's just me. But as far as the hate, the anger, the yelling and screaming and kicking and cussing and fighting, it's not going to happen this time. Celtic wants to come back, fine. Stay over on VapeNet. When I'm broadcasting, you're definitely not welcome in Southern Vapors. I can't speak for the rest of the hosts, but when I'm broadcasting, you're not welcome. I want my viewers to have a safe place to be able to get away from you. And when I broadcast, you will see safe place on my screen. And that's exactly what it means. T-shirt of the week, huh? Yeah. Looks like I was right. Anyways, like I said, guys, let's not feed the drama. Let's drop it. Let's get back to what the vaping community is about. We can do it as a whole, or we can remain separated. But as long as this continues, there's going to be separation. I don't want separation. I'd rather be able to go in any network and not have to worry about it. I would like to think that all the viewers would be able to go into any network and not have to be reminded of tragedies that they had to suffer at the hands of others. All I'm asking for is an ounce of compassion. Not being worried about being in the spotlight. Peace.